Hey everybody, I'm BoboTheVulture, and when you have a rough day like I did yesterday, it's important to focus on the right things. To make sure to take care of yourself, make sure to take care of your family, your loved ones, take care of your pets, um, and finally, take care of the conservative establishment. So yes, I've apparently had this. I didn't even realize this. I've had this up since like 2 days ago when I was last playing this. I had this window up. I just had a bunch of stuff over and I didn't even realize. So hopefully everything looks just fine and dandy cotton candy. Certainly appears to be that way on my OBS screen. If you guys can see everything that's happening, then things are going pretty well. I'll check my equipment here real quick. We have 2 first-rate Army uniforms. So right now, we can't go and do anything at the Army base. But I'm getting together some army uniforms so that we could send these guys over to expand our realm of places that we could go. Oh, the places you'll go. Let's see here. You know what, why don't I give Fred Grimaldi here this 45? Just so we've got a couple more people working on them handguns and their abilities. They all have some clips, not a whole ton of clips, but we're not going to be, hopefully, in that much combat in any given sort of immediate circumstance. I mean, of course, you never know. You never know, but we have work clothes, we have cheap suits. We have enough black robes for everybody. So I tell you what I'm going to do. We've got 6 sets of black robes. We are going to put on all black robes. And let me check my activated liberals right now. Okay, Haggard, the horrible at doing everything, is making army uniforms. We've moved into October. Or no, we've moved into November, sorry. We had some elections, but it's time to get our guys back out there. So let's have them. Hacker Bailey made another first-rate army uniform. Oh, I guess I didn't make them go forth. Whoops. Yana McPhail is ready to fight for the liberal cause. And should, but can't right now. Sorry. Did that all the wrong way around. Let's go to the police station. Yes, Pierre is going to act with the Liberal Crime Squad instead of teaching politics. Frederick Grimaldi, and yes, the rest of them will not. Mumtaz and Dorbramir will act with the Liberal Crime Squad instead of writing for the Liberal Guardian. And we have an inn at the police station. Hey there, guys. I'm out here with some dates for you. I don't know that anybody actually will recognize the well-known phrase, hey there, guys. I'm out here with some dates for you. But here we are. It's well known because I say it is. My squad is over there with their goals. Conservatives are suspicious. Are these black robes not a great disguise here after all? I guess they're not a great disguise here after all. But Hacker Bailey made another first-rate army uniform. You're ready to fight. I'm glad that you are. I am all that matters here. I am the whole effing show. Oh, guys, if you're looking for new podcasts to listen to, I enjoy Never Not Funny. Uh, the Jimmy Pardo podcast. Jimmy Pardo, a guy who used to do warm up for Conan, and has been in the podcast game longer than most folks, like over a decade at this point. But yeah. During the early days of Comedy Bang Bang, when it was an actual radio show on Indie 1031 or whatever it is down in LA, there would be times that Scott Ackerman couldn't do the show, and Jimmy Pardo hosted on those days. I believe he is the only person to host the show other than Scott Ackerman. So if that means anything to anybody. I'm a little confused as to why the black robes didn't work at the police station. So I'm going to try again. Yeah, they didn't care this time. Oh, because we hadn't done anything suspicious yet. Doyoyoy. Alright, so for whatever, I thought black robes were, yeah, I mean, judges don't usually go into the police station. I guess I'd had success with another squad coming in here just in black robes. And for some reason, I thought that that was totally okay. Squad acts natural. The squad acts natural. The squad acts natural. Let's try it here. We're looked at suspiciously. Okay. They just don't like us in there. Hagar, you wasted those materials. How dare you? I'll show ye. Alright, how many army uniforms do we have now? We have 4 army uniforms and some wasted materials. No. No. Okay, well, fine. Guess we can't go. Although, with the stealth skills everybody has here, let's see here. Let's take a look at how much stealth everybody has. Stealth of 17, stealth of 6. You don't have that much stealth, do you? Show them some Bible Black. Oh. Alright. What is everyone's stealth skill here? 6.8. 2. Okay, so Mumtaz Bezos is not super stealthy. But I tell you what. We could learn a little bit about stealth by wearing black robes in inappropriate places. Inappropriate! Like, I mean, like the police station would have been one, but like we go to the condos here. This is just an experiment. Because, like, judges usually aren't just like walking around. Body armor? What? Oh boy, I believe that my call of what may have set off the, yep, set off the baby monitor. I need to be careful. That in theory means that the baby is listening to me say what? The baby's like, oh, say what? And I'm like, that's right, say what? Is this going to be another mosquito stream? I don't get it. Judges are usually kept in cages with triple locks. I'm just saying they're not usually wandering around like in robes, like in full judge regalia. Also, what might be setting off the baby monitor right now is the helicopter I hear overhead. Just as I start up this game. Is it a coincidence? I mean, definitely. Alright, they clearly are not suspecting enough yet. Alright, so we trespassed here. Sorry, guys. A security guard and an eminent scientist. Well, I didn't mean to cause murder and mayhem here, but I guess that's what's happening. I was hoping that they would be able to, I don't know, raise suspicions before sounding an alarm, but that did not end up happening. We are focusing on the eminent scientist first, who murmured something about Jesus. Jesus science. Ooh, stabbed him in the head. Better dead than liberal. Hager Bailey, don't waste those materials. How dare you? The events took place at the notorious Williams condominiums, known for its rich and snooty residents. This one's a little bit of a stretch there, liberal guardian. We were pretty well in the wrong here. But don't worry. Everyone in El Paso, Texas is here to report about Tildes. Now then, we got a new security uniform. Yeah, we got a new security uniform, I think. That security guard also just had a nightstick. Well, fine. Your tildes are in. Let's see here. Uniforms. Still only 4 armor uniforms. We need 1 more armor uniform before we can be, you know, convincing army people. Mumtaz, put on a cheap dress. We have second-rate body armor. On the outskirts. The corporate headquarters is no longer under any variety of high security. Let's go on in. Let's go in and act natural. And grab little loots. It's very satisfying to just wander around and grab loots. I find it satisfying anyway. And if you are here to watch this stream, just know that it is something I find satisfying, and therefore it might happen some. Grab end tabs. Keep working our way through. Hey there, lawyer and office worker. They're starting to feel a little panicky. What are they going to do about it? We're going to act natural. Let's open it. Alphonse MacDonald cracks the safe. There's interesting files inside, and a laptop that was just sitting on top of the safe. Almac's doing the Lord's work here. Let's not pick the lock in the presence of this priest. Or the secretary, honestly. What an interesting room this is. Al MacDonald had an XP farm. Nope, not picking the lock in front of these people. I mean, they were all liberals, so maybe, like, the thing to do would have been to just start picking the lock and give them a big stagey wink. And then they'd be like, oh my god, it's the liberal crime squad! Eeeeee! I don't think we're going to get any more stealth out of this, are we? Oh well. We got some secrets. A first-rate army uniform. Keep meeting. Keep discussing those politics. Sorry. LCS hits Corp. All the Tildes are remaining in Texas, but they have moved from El Paso to Austin. Evil and conservatism coagulate in the hallways. Alright guys, this is the moment that we've been theoretically waiting for. Put on army uniforms. Let's go for it. First of all, let's check how we're looking for heat right now. We have 4 heat. Plastic factory is at high security because, you know, that's how the plastic factory works. Let's go for it to stop evil in the city outskirts. At the James Army Base. Never gone to the Army Base in this game, guys, so this is an exciting new thing. Take a breath. The Liberal Crime Squad has arrived at James Army Base. All these soldiers are conservatives. That guard dog was not, but you know. Second-rate Army body armor. There's a Navy SEAL, an M4. Here's where you find the goods. Let's keep acting natural. Another 9mm, an M16. I'm just glad they keep leaving all these guns around on the ground. They are panicked. Thankfully, we have a bunch of veterans with us, so they know how to behave in an army base. We got some army body armor. You know, it might be good to go ahead and see here. Army body armor. Well, hang on a second. There we go. Let's give Pierre Schultz some army body armor. So, if things go terribly here, everything will still sort of work out. Also, let's give him an M16. Oh, it's an empty M16. So, you know what? No. Let's give him his 9mm back. Great. This 9mm no longer has clips. What about this 9mm? That one at least has some clips, or some shots in it. Well, alright. We got some secret documents, everybody. Let's grab this body armor. It's second rate. Why do you guys have so much second rate body armor in your own army base? Pick the lock. Everybody is acting normal. Nobody is being, you know, fishy. Got a kitschy trinket. The first-rate stuff is being used in the war against East Asia. I guess so. Grab some damaged body armor. Maybe our man will be able to repair it. I just hope that if I get him to try, he won't destroy it. Some more army body armor. Why don't you put this army body armor on? Fred? This is going great guns here. Aha, great guns. See what I did there? Yeah. Everybody be cool. Everybody remain cool. Do not steal things in front of the Navy SEAL. Another suit of army body armor. Let's select 3. There you go. Equipment. Army body armor. Got a watch. Guard dog. Everybody keep being cool, as you're doing. You're all doing very well, and I'm very proud of you. Also, there's a whole big section in the army base that you can't get to down there. This is an unusually shaped map. See, there's military police there. Now, a lot of people tell me when they hear the phrase MP, they think of members of parliament or magic points. I hear MP, I almost always think of military police. That may just be my upbringing. Spent a lot of time on military bases as a child. Armory. You found the armory. Break in? You know what? We'll do that later. I mean, as it is, we've already found a lot of good weaponry. Another suit of body armor. We found enough body armor to equip most of our squad here, so I'm not going to complain about the effectiveness of this run so far. So there we go. So let's see. We got armor, 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 armor. We have one guy right now who doesn't have body armor. Sorry, Mumtaz. Grab an M16. That M16 does not have any rounds in it. I suppose it's true. The other ones were loaded M16s that we were just finding around on the floor. Seems like a bad idea. Hey guys, everything's okay. That's right, it's crime time. This is a new level of crime for us. We are stealing from the army. So if we get caught, this is probably treason. Okay, and we are back outside this way, out into the main court. Let's go ahead and map it out, though, so we know what's happening. It could be the Homest Army base, but let's just unlock these doors just to make sure that we have everything I want to make sure there are no impediments to our escape if we need to make it. Though if we do have to beat a hasty retreat here, I don't like our odds no matter what. Got another M4. That M4 is a bunch of rounds. Hey, there's a suit of army. There's another suit of body armor. We got enough body armor for everybody now. So, G5. Now everybody has body armor, which is great. That means that means if anything goes down, we will hopefully have a little bit more protection. Let's see. We have two M16s that have. Okay. We should be able to give. Let's see. 1. F2. E3. F4. So there you go. Now let me see something change. Check the status of a liberal. Show the squad's liberal status. So if I go with 0, that'll show me everybody. Okay. So now we have several people with M16. So now we have assault rifles. Not quite for everybody. We don't have any assault rifle mags, but hopefully we'll figure out a way to figure that out somewhere down the line. Let's get something for Mumtaz Bezos that does pew pew shoots. How about this 45 Magnum? Now actually, carrying around these assault rifles has turned their weapon status to yellow. So, it leads me to think that that is not considered a perfect disguise. They are not expecting. Let me see, where are the other 9mm? Okay. They're not expecting, even on the army base, for these guys to be just wandering around with their assault rifles out. Which, okay, sure. I'll allow it. But watch yourself, counselor. Let's take a look at the map again. Okay. That door is locked. I've been on both sides of it already, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Grab another 9mm. Oh, that's a 9mm with some bullets in it. Let's give that to Dobromir. There, now everybody has something with bullets in it. Everybody keep being natural. Mr. Be Natural. I'm the spirit of music! That's right, folks. We're bringing the spirit of music here to the army base. Now, our fastest retreat would probably be to head out to the right. Go back through the left portion here. Mapping out a path after we go to the armory, because we've done everything else. It's armory time or go home time. What are you talking about, Ald? Does something happen when you break into the armory? Is the armory, I don't know, alarmed in some way? We have such a high security skill. We should know. We should know. You're making me very suspicious here, Hald, with your fretting and your sadness. Oh, Mr. B Natural. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then. Let's break into the armory. Alarms go off! Jackpot, we found an M249 machine gun. And some M16 assault rifles. And some body armor. Well, we already had the body armor. Guards are everywhere! Let's fight these guards. Hit him in the head. His teeth are shot out. Hit him in the leg. Hit his body. Hit his body. Hit him in the arm. These soldiers are coughing up blood. Enemy is everywhere. Well, this wasn't how I intended things to happen, everyone. I apologize to all of you. But, everyone, grab your M16s. Yeah, Lethal, we sure did elevate things here. Now, everybody remembers your bug out route, right? Let's shoot at the MPs with an M16. Blasting their kidneys. Blowing their heads apart. This is sad. I didn't intend for there to be bloodshed today. Just wanted to sneak in and take all their stuff. Okay, this is an even 5-on-5. This could pose a problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're not great at dodging. Soldier cries silently for mother, breathing slowly, then not at all. Stop beating up on Frederick Amaldi. Soldier is lost in memories. Mumtaz Bezos is crying for his mom. Don't know if anybody has any good first aid here. I can't even check my squad right now. Okay, Dobromir has a little bit of first aid. Frederick, it's okay. Mumtaz will help you. Okay, blowing his head apart. That was good. He reached where there is no head. Hit his arm. Mumtaz. Strike 3 times. Oh no, Pierre! You hit his body. Frederick wants some coffee. Okay. Good job, Dobromir. Slow the bleeding. The soldier questions God. Let's take him to meet him. Nope, wrong way. Mama, baby. Baby loves mama. Start asking for childhood toys. This is no time for toys. Okay, I think after this we may have to switch over to fresh M16s if we can. The soldier's body armor has been destroyed, falls apart, and is dead. Bad dog. Bad. Okay, so we've blown off 2 of the legs of this dog. Okay. Let's get a fresh M16 for Pierre, and a fresh M16 for Alphonse. You guys are so close. So proud of you. This isn't what I wanted to have happen, but you're dealing with it so well. Oh boy. Dobromir, we need Dobromir. He seems to be the one that knows how to heal. Okay, blow the soldier's arm off. Military police questions. Uh-oh, conservative reinforcements are incoming. I am sorry, individual soldier. Thank you, Alphonse. Good. Everybody knows at least something about first aid. Look, guys. We just want to leave. We just want to have taken all of your weapons and body armor and leave. What's so wrong with all of that? Oh, please, no more. Good. Okay, so Alphonse is still doing good work. Alright, that soldier crawled off whimpering. Great. Get that loot. You're so close to the door, you guys. Shit. There it is. We have encountered a tank. I was worried that we might encounter a tank. Soldiers and tanks are responding. We were so close, everyone. The exit's right there. The exit's 3 more steps away. I mean, I don't imagine we're going to be able to sneak away from these guys while we're bleeding and talking about how baby loves mama. Oh, no effect. Yeah, guys, I might have actually taken out the soldiers. I know it sounds... Oh, no, Frederick Grimaldi is dead. And the tank just fired a shell at Alphonse MacDonald. Alphonse stands headless for a moment, then crumbles over. I think we may have met the end for this group. Let's try running. The soldier mistakenly shoots Frederick Grimaldi. How embarrassing. Okay, you hit Dobramir's body and blew it in half. And the armor was destroyed. Yeah, makes sense. Mamataz is dead. Nobody can carry Martyr Mamataz Bezos, and nobody can carry Dobramir Terrell. But the founder, Pierre Schultz, managed to leave. As we pull away from the site, we notice we are being followed by conservative swine. Alright, Carskill. What can we do? Black and beige SUVs. Elite security, transients, and rednecks and soldiers. So we're escaping the army base, and the ones that decide they're going to do something about it are rednecks and transients. Let's try and lose them. Boldly weave through the oncoming traffic. Elite security is still on our tail. So is the soldier. Uh-oh. That's not going to do well, is it? That's right, keep shooting Alphonse MacDonald, who I guess is in the passenger seat. Ted Nugent is the musician in the beige 2004 SUV. Soldier shoots at Pierre Schultz with an AR-15. Pierre Schultz speaks these final words. Destroy mass media. Our stolen blue sports car slams into a building. Pierre Schultz slumps in his seat, out cold, and dies. Let's reflect on our lack of skill. But Hagar made a first-rate army uniform, so we'll be able to go back. Pierre Schultz has died. Lori Delaney is the new leader of the Liberal Crime Squad. She was essentially tied for juice with Pierre Schultz up until Pierre Schultz started killing soldiers at the army base. So that's not that big of a stretch. Guess what, Iona? Ilona, you're going to get to join the LCS as a full member. We've had some new openings, as it turns out. Come to McCain Fried Chicken as a regular member. Heroic strike. The Liberal Crime Squad has struck again, albeit with a tragic end. The events took place at the notorious James Army Base, pride of conservative torturers and warmongers everywhere. Unfortunately, the LCS group was defeated by the forces of evil. Liberal Crime Squad infiltration specialists worked to liberate weapons from the oppressors. Liberal Crime Squad engaged in combat with conservative forces, liberated enemy resources, and picked locks. Conservative operatives engaged in a reckless pursuit of the LCS. Almonte, California. Tilde! The Conservative Crime Squad has gone on another rampage. The events took place at Trudeau Apartments. Breaking and entering. It is known there was a high-speed chase following the accident. Well, let's review our assets. Who do we have left in terms of liberals? Alona, out of all of these folks, is the only one that I would trust to go out in and about. Lori and Alona. They're gonna be the new the new main squad. All right. Although, what that is going to mean right now is, let's take a look at those active liberals one more time. Ilona, what are you doing? You have some persuasion. You don't have anything else. You don't have any fragments of anything else. Okay. Let's assemble a new squad. It's just going to be Ilona. And it's going to be called the Pierre Schultz Memorial Squad. The Pierre Schultz Memorial Squichicken. That's who it's going to be. And let me activate these liberals. Valerie, you're teaching covert ops right now, which is security, stealth. I mean, you have some security now, I guess, so you should be able to teach at least the basics of security. Seduction, psychology, and driving. You should know a certain amount about that stuff. So, all of that stuff having happened, the heat at McCain Fried Chicken is actually lower now than it was. So, how about that? Let's take a look at our assets. We had a lot of great equipment that we got from that, but none of it came home with us. If we start running low on cash, we do have stuff that we can sell for a quick infusion. But what I might want to do until Ilona has at least some security, well, let me see. If she goes to the University District right now and goes to the old Trudeau apartments, where the Conservative Crime Squad just were the other day, no, we're not going to force it open. That's ridiculous. Alright, so there is nothing that we can do here until she gets at least enough security. Hager Bailey's made a first-rate army uniform. Thank you, Hager. Let's add. Let me look at your stats here. You have some amount of persuasion skill. You have some amount of martial arts skill, which is interesting. Alright, you now have 11 points of security, so you at least have enough to know to try. So let's go forth now again to the University District, to the Trudeau Apartments. Wait. Okay, I guess you need at least a full point. And let's see here. In that case, why don't you do something like legal fundraising? Why don't you solicit donations? And while you're doing that, let's put you in a nice Jeep dress. You will hopefully get slightly better. You made a first-rate army uniform, bud. Second-rate army uniform. Okay. How many army uniforms do we have now? Do we have enough? We have 5. I'd like to have a full 6 if we ever get a squad together again. Waste those materials, why don't you? Okay, now we have 6. Now we're totally fine. Also, do you have a point of security yet? Nope, but you're darn close. Let's get... Let me check something here. How good are you at making stuff now, Hager? Has your tailoring come along now that you've been at this so much? Yeah, you have a tailoring score of 7. My goodness, my goodness. Okay, so why don't we check you out? We'll have you repair clothing, and let's equip you with one of the things that is damaged that would be nice to have. We don't actually have a lot of damaged clothes that we need to fix up. Because we have a damaged security uniform. How many security uniforms do we have? We only have 2. So yes, every one would help. You repaired it. Good job. Now then, having done that, what else can we have you make? You can make us some other clothing. Army uniform is now pretty normal, pretty easy kind of thing to figure out. And have you make a black catsuit so that people, I guess, could train their stealth. Black dress is extremely difficult, but not that expensive. Making some body armor would not be that difficult. It would just be costly. Okay. What other stuff could you potentially make? You could make some guard uniforms for us. Make a ninja costume. You can't make army body armor for us? Okay. Go where? You gotta go somewhere. I mean, a lot of our guys have gone. They have gone to their makers because we totally got everything killed good. I wonder what going around in a black catsuit would end up being like. You know, for right now, I'm just going to have you write for the Liberal Guardian. Seems like a good use of time. CCS Rampage at the University Hospital. Alright, we have a security score of 2 now to go with our art, business, and music. So, guess what? It's time for you to build yourself up. Try and pick that lock. Try and pick these locks. Nope. Don't force it open if you can't do it. Okay, so you've already upped your security skill. There you go. Act natural. And your sky skill has gone up. Good for you. This is going to be our lives for another little while. Till you get good. This is going to be how you're going to build up juice, and how you're going to build up security. And how you're going to build up the skies, and all that stuff. Our security and skies are already built up. So let's just have you come in here and get some juice. The juice is here for the taking. So is the loot. Don't mind me, everybody. I'm just here to steal everything. Oh, man. We don't even count as having a rampage. Pick the lock. Get on in there. Got some. Yep, act natural. Everybody be cool. Gotta start everybody over. That's alright, that boosted our disguise score anyway. Aha! Chance to increase our stealth score. Did that do it? That sure enough did it. Hoo laude. Let's see, 30 days hath September, April, June, and November. This is the end of the month. If we want to have extra money, this would be the time to go forth to shopping. To the pawn and gun. We took a big risk. It almost paid off. Just got a little greedy at the very end. This is the problem with combat, everybody. Out of curiosity, can we even buy... Okay, you can still buy assault rifle magazines. So, good. Done buying clips for right now, though. Let's look over equipment. Well, let's sell stuff. Let's pawn selectively. Want to keep all those army uniforms for sure. Can we sell the second-rate uniforms? We can. Great. You can't sell damaged goods. Fine. If I sell these second-rate robe and this second-rate dress, we can get back something for our horrible mistakes. And this second-rate body armor. It might be good to hang on to the second-rate body armor. And the rest of the clothes are either damaged or bloody and damaged. So, can't get rid of those. Sorry. Get rid of this second-rate security uniform, though. Let's get rid of the cheap jewelry. Here we are, finally. Some cheap jewelry. Some kitschy trinkets. Nope, sorry, I meant those trinkets. G12. All of those. H2. 10. J6. We've got police records. We've got secret corporate files. We've got secret corporate files for days. Let's sell 2 of those. That's plenty. And we're done pawning. Let's get out of here. It's the end of the day. Let's go ahead and the corporate files, the medical research files. The corporate files are the judge files. I think last month we did police records. Let's do police records again just to make law enforcement. No, they're not a big issue right now. Corporate files. Liberal Guardian runs a story featuring corporate files, cheerfully describing foreign corporate sweatshops. The major networks of publications take it up and run it for weeks. It's bound to get the corporations a little riled up. Congress is acting on legislation to stop barbaric executions. Yeah, apparently we're not going to do that. How's your juice looking? Your juice is getting there. This is how things work. You are gaining in persuasion score as you continue to learn at the feet of Lori Delaney. Actually, what is Lori Delaney teaching right now? Yeah, Lori Delaney is teaching politics, and Valerie is teaching covert ops. I mean, she should, I suppose. Well, let's see. Active liberals, Lori. What is your seduction score? Your seduction score is a 3, so you have learned everything about seduction that you can from Valerie Boyd. The temptation is to have you just start writing for the Liberal Guardian. Although, geez, if you only knew a little bit more about Dodge. But you're not very agile, are you? Alright, what do you know? You know a little something about pistols, about rifles, about driving. You know a lot about a lot of things. Let's see here. I guess you're still teaching everyone law? I don't know. Law, though? Feel like we need you to teach all the weapon skills. We need somebody to learn dodge, because we need to be able to dodge better than we're doing. Teach fighting. We're making enough money by stealing stuff and selling it off. Let's go forth once again to the University District at the Trudeau Apartments. Alright, so you've picked up another point of security in this, guys. That's pretty much what we're going to be able to learn here. Might be able to talk to some people that might be nice to know. Oh, I should have talked to that dancer. There you go, fading in the shadows. Yes, chef. Hey, coach. Let's talk about politics. How about it? Do you want to hear something disturbing? What? Take a breath. Think about the world that we live in. We're spending hundreds of billions of new ways to kill people. Whatever. Just doesn't care. Is that another point of stealth yet? Good, another point of stealth. It's going faster than one might think. Go to the University District, go to those apartments. Wait. We haven't done anything other than pick locks. Is that such a crime? Locksmiths do it all the time. I got you there. You just got pwned. Talk. 20-year-old yoga instructor. 20s yoga instructor. Please talk to me about politics. Yes. Come by later tonight. I just realized we didn't get an extra point out of security out of this anymore. Let's spend $50 on props. My views are insightful. Thank goodness. You're ways away from having enough juice to recruit somebody. But I do want you to keep this person going because... Well, actually I should have taken a look at the yoga instructor's stats, but yoga instructors tend to be, they tend to be agile, which works for dodge skill and all the weapon skills. So if you want a liberal crime squad that's going to go out and actually bust heads, it's a good thing to have. I suppose it's possible that they ought to have some amount of charisma because they need to, I don't know, lead a class, but that's not necessarily, I think, required for the character class in this game. Oh, the Williams condominiums are in high security mode. I don't even remember the last time anybody did anything there. But, okay. Let's go anyway. These are trickier locks. Boy, for such a snooty place, I wasn't expecting such cheap jewelry. That's it. A dice show? What? Smelling panic. Alright. Fade into the shadows. Fade in the shadows. Oh, that's a good way to get some stealth, meeting up with those dogs. Just sneak away from them before they can bark at you. You feel something needs to be done? I agree. You have an agility of 10 and a charisma of 6. Pretty good. Also, you got some first aid skill, which would be nice to make sure that we sort of have around. We'll definitely meet again tomorrow. How are you doing on that juice? You're not quite halfway there. It takes a little while. Gaining the juice through theft is difficult. You end up building up the skills first. Let's go to those condos another time, though. Liberal cat burglar squad. We do it Robin Hood styles. Guard dog looks at the squad with intolerance and launches into angry conservative barking. Okay, let's get out of here then. You're ready to fight for the liberal cause. Okay. If you're ready to fight, let me just casually chat with you and discuss politics. No. I'm still going to spend props on props. Because I want to keep you handy. An extra $50 a day to keep somebody good. Alright, so my security and disguise are as good as they're going to be for the time being. Until I gain some more juice. Maybe time to make a mildly bold step. Mildly bold, everyone. Mildly bold. Let's put on... What is this dice show? Oh, do you know what a dice show is? I'm just assuming, because I know Ald knows a lot of interesting stuff. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. New extra bold. You don't know what a dice show is. Like, I mean, I'm wondering if it's like, not the kimono, but that sort of like, that sort of the garment with, I don't know. Thinking vaguely of like the kind of thing that Geese Howard wears, which is not a kimono, because I guess it's two pieces, but it's sort of like this open, sort of very wide open pair of pants that are like sort of pleated around much of them, and then there's like a tide. Oh, I mean, he's he's a boss and bad guy of the like Fatal Fury, King of the Fighters, SNK, like fighting game universe. Let's see here. Lab coat. Put on a lab coat. And do we have any more guns? We do have... Oh no. Those guys had all of our guns. We don't have any guns anymore. I could give you a nightstick, but I don't know that that's going to help very much. Daisho is the name for the katana, and Wakazashi is a pair. Wait a minute, so this is a sword weapon? I don't think I'm going to... Yeah, okay, yeah, it's a sword weapon. Not gonna use it. There you go, have a combat knife. Actually, what is your better skill? Is it martial arts or is it knife? It is martial arts, so you know what? Don't bring the knife after all. And go to the cosmetics factory. I think you're ready. There you go. Now you're wanted for vandalism. You're big time now. There you go. Don't let them rattle you. You belong here. You're acting natural. Doesn't matter. Matter of fact, half of the people here are on your side at this point. Okay, that's stealth that we're using now. Don't like the fact that we're leaning on stealth instead of security or disguise, but I guess at least we are leveling up both. Thanks for the lab equipment, bunny rabbits. And yes, we just juiced up, everybody. Which means that we can totally get another level of disguise now. Although we are fading into the shadows instead. This is probably enough for you today. Although, geez, the juice you're getting. Soon you will be a sufficient backup founder. No. A comma is the long skirt like overclothes wanted to come on. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. We got another security score. So cool. Could use another point of disguise, but keep getting these stealth rolls instead. baggiest of Japantaloons. I like it. There we go. Acting natural. That's how we build up the Sky score. Ooh, research papers. You're doing great, Ilona. Aren't you glad you joined after talking to Lori Delaney for like ages? There you go. Act natural. This is the way we do it here. This is how we do it. Am I just not learning anything more about disguise here? I am. It's just going slowly. Because I'm just too damn stealthy. Fine, fine, fine. You don't want me to level up disguise anymore. Whatever. I mean, I should be able to level it up to 10. I should be able to go up to 10. I could do it. I could do it 9 times. You're ready to fight for the liberal cause. You have an agility of 10 and a charisma of 6, which is good. Come join. Accept. Come to McCain Fried Chicken. Dodged a bullet. The CIA yesterday announced it has averted a terror attack. No, I mean, yes, it's great, but you know, federal building, ram a boat. Islamic fundamentalists. Here they should have a trophy. According to the spokesman for the agency, Islamic fundamentalists planned to fly planes, strikers, detonate a fertilizer bomb, ram a motorboat loaded with explosives into a warship, detonate explosives on a school bus, blow out a section of a major bridge, kidnap the president, assassinate the president, kidnap and assassinate the president, destroy the Capitol building, detonate a nuclear bomb in New York. However, intelligence garnered from deep within the mysterious terrorist organization allowed the plot to be foiled just days before it was to occur. Okay, so let's review our. Well, first of all, let's equip you with regular old clothes again. Clothes for you, and then Irene. Time for you to go learn by doing. Going back to the University District to Trudeau Apartments. Let me guess, you have no ability to disguise yourself. You have half a point of disguising yourself. Which I guess is better than nothing, right? Alright. That's a point already. Ooh, look at that. You acted natural. How does it feel to be a natural woman? You make us feel like natural women. All of us here, playing the game, watching the game, you make us all feel like a natural woman. Woman. There you go, Irene. Now you've gotten your hands dirty, too. How's it feel? Oh, what? The giant block of ice in the freezer came dislodged. This is big news, everybody. I don't know if you've been following the ongoing saga of Zerf's freezer. I mean, do you know any stealth? At this point, you know nothing of stealth. Oh, you just earned another point of disguise by doing all this waiting. Wasn't that great? You have 4 points of juice. You're gonna level up soon. Do we have anybody teaching? Valerie Boyd, you are teaching covert ops. Do you know enough about covert ops to teach people stealth? Do you even have a full point of stealth? I don't think you do. You have a full point of stealth, which means I don't think you can teach any stealth, because you can only teach up to 1 point beneath. That's sad. What it means is that I have to, just for a turn, have you teach infiltration as well. And then maybe you can go back to... Oh, the Trudeau apartments are no longer under high security. They're like, well, we couldn't find anything, so I guess let's stop trying. We didn't do nothing. So you have issues when your freezer is too full, Zerf? I always thought the issue that people had with their freezers was when they let their freezers get too empty, so then the freezer had to work too hard to cool off all the extra open air space in there. You don't have any stealth yet, though, right? So we only just started teaching it. Now, having completed a whole day, you have 16/10 of a point of stealth. That's great. I'm gonna keep building you up. It's my new mentor program. Now your disguise is maxed out at 10, so now we basically need to... Frozen veggies and Eggos. Ours is a lot of, no. I got a lot of breakfast sausages in there. I like to do that for a little bit of breakfast protein. Oh, you're so close to leveling up. That first 10. That's the big thing. Butter and hash browns. Okay. An author, eh? I didn't have people already working on the Liberal Guardian and feel like my primary motivation right now needed to be to build up my action squad again after the total party wipe that we just had. Alright, we're not learning any stealth, so let's just keep going. By the numbers, everybody. Hard reset on your fridge. Let's see. We keep a lot of, yeah, I mean, our freezer is a lot for meat. That makes sense. You know, you get a whole bunch of chicken breast from like Costco or whatever. Oh, you're so close. One more. You'll have more juice. I think you're officially not learning any security there now, though. Can't you just call it Costco? What did I just call it? Something other than Costco? Typically cook the same meat the same day. Well, yeah, no, I get that, Lethal. We gotta go do it in gotta go do it bulk styles. We don't get you don't get out to the store every day. I kind of like it. I kind of like the idea of you go to the grocery store to let's take you to the Williams condominiums because you need to stretch your security chops a little bit. Within spitting distance of your Kroger. We've got a Harris Teeter that's not too far from here, but you definitely couldn't spit to it. And it's a very small. It's very small for a Harris Teeter. Grocery shopping 1 or 2 times a month. Yeah, that's the thing. It gets difficult. There you go. Now you get more disguise. Live spitting distance to take out. Yeah, you can spit into your. Well, sandwich meat does get expensive, or it can. It also comes in those plastic containers where you kind of want to keep them for Tupperware, but you also have no need for that many pieces of Tupperware. CCS Rampage. Boo, CCS. Okay, you're learning a mild amount of dodge, which I appreciate. I should keep you learning these skills first, I guess, and then... Well, wait a minute. Is dodge... Those are the combat skills. Okay. I need to get Lori back on teaching the combat skills. Although Lori... How much dodge do you know? You only know 3¼ points of dodge. Prosciutto is... I love some prosciuttos. Alright. Let's go to those fancy condos again. Now it's going to be a while before you level up again doing this. We continue doing this. Oh, and so precise. Yeah, no, if you ever get one of those like little combo packs, all the various little Italian meats. I love some capicola. I mean, salami, also all that stuff. You wouldn't think something that just hangs out in a shed several months would taste so great. I mean, it's hanging out in there with like salt and acid and stuff. I mean, that sounds great, right? It's great. Yeah, it's great. Guess you don't have an entire point of stealth yet. Do you need an entire point of stealth in order to attempt to use stealth? Possibly. Okay, so your disguise and security are at 7 now. So now we need to get you some juice in order to level you up some more. Let's go the let's go the lab coat route again. Go to the cosmetics place. Nice cold honey ham and provolone. I've never been one for honey ham. I prefer a smoked ham or a baked ham. I'm not a I'm a guy that's only for sweet and savory combinations in certain certain combos. Use yes. Don't worry, we're gonna be okay. As long as we don't accidentally. As long as we don't accidentally set ourselves up to be witnessed. This should do you a good job to get you up to I suppose I think you can get yourself up to 50 50 juice just by spray painting LCS all over the place, but I feel like this does more. In addition to you going around here and stealing stuff for money, which is great. But, you know, in theory, we are making a statement about animal cruelty, right? Yeah. This is activism. It's not just building up juice for one of our folks, although now or a socialist threat. Unlocking doors and opening windows. Let these little guys out. Every time they say unlock the cage, I am reminded of a song, and I'm going to guess the title was Unlock the Door, based on the fact that the singer kept going, unlock the door, unlock the door. But I believe it was on the TV show Today Special. Apparently something like 18 billion tons of Greenland ice melted today. Like it all melted today, or a big thing that, like a big shelf of ice that had originally been 18 billion tons all just fell off or something. I mean, neither one is good, but trying to figure out what exactly I'm dealing with. Massive meltwater rushes. Alright, so now you will be up to your max in disguise and security again. Till we get you 100 juice, which will come very soon. Now, Ilona, you are getting better and better all the time, little by little. Your disguise is as good as it can be for the moment. You have a stealth score of 5.9, though. We need to be using more stealth. Lori, what if I get you back to teaching stealth for just one more moment? Because I know you've got a good stealth score, right? You had, like, yeah, stealth of 15. You have really impressive stats for a lawyer. Which I don't mean as like a, like, ooh, lawyers, bleh, but like, lawyers aren't necessarily, like, there are parameters in this game, and I don't know what the top and bottom for all of them is, but like there are specific things like mutants can be kind of a wild card. They can have really high stats in some places and really low stats in other places. They can have really high stats all around. They can have really low stats all around. But like there are certain professions, like professors tend to have like high intelligence, and dancers tend to have high agility, and actresses tend to have high charisma, or, things like that. Greenland is 5 centigrade warmer today than it should be. That's... yeah. No, boy. Are you good enough yet that we could put a judge's robe on you and parade you around over at the... Well, first of all, let's see. Are they... Okay. They've had enough of our shenanigans at Raider Cosmetics for the time being. Although at this point it might be good to try and get... Let's see, you have a seduction score of 1. I need somebody to be teaching you how to speak. Unfortunately, the natural person to do all of these things is Lori Delaney. And she can't teach all of everything right now. Like, all at once. Let's go for it to stop evil then. The University District at... let's go downtown. Let's go to the latte stand. Yeah. There you go. So many conservatives hanging out. Musician, a programmer, and a lawyer. Let's talk to... Let's talk to this programmer. We don't have any programmers. Let's strike a conversation about politics. Animals are routinely subjected to inhumane treatment in labs in this country. I've been spending the last several days going into those labs. Whatever. Gosh. Psychologist, engineer, and a hippie, and they all walk into a bar. You know, considering this is a latte stand, there aren't that many baristas hanging out. Let's talk to this doctor. Maybe the doctor wants to talk to us about good stuff. Files are being kept on innocent citizens whose only crime is to speak out against the system that is trying to farm them like beasts. Oh, really? Yeah, really. Come on by later tonight. Army veteran. Alona, please don't mess this up. Let's talk about politics. Do you want to hear something disturbing? Burning a piece of cloth is actually stigmatized in this country. You can love freedom and still hate what our government stands for. Dude, that's like totally bumming me. Nicely done, Irene. Now, you have a whole... Let's see. You have a whole 3 points of seduction. Let's talk to this rube. Let's drop a pickup line. I have a genital rash. Will you rub this ointment on me? Jesus. Another army veteran. Let's talk about politics. Got anything to smoke on you? Nicely done. A persuasion of 4 is just enough, so it seems. You're interested in learning more. You have a strength of 13, agility of 9, charisma of 8. I mean, it's not great, but, you know, a level up or two and all these things kind of meld together. You have a high enough charisma. You have a high-ish charisma, which is something that I like to see. So here, have some props. You kind of regret agreeing to this. Well, okay. Why don't you just discuss politics with me? I don't need you with your agility of 6 and your charisma of 6. Oh, well, insightful views. Okay. This doctor also regrets. You send your regrets. CCS Rampage at St. Paul or Virginia Beach. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Yeah, the General Rash line is pretty good. Let's see, you have a disguise and security level of 8. You are 30 juice away from leveling up again. What's your stealth like now? You almost have a full point of stealth, but not quite. Let's go for it to stop evil. You know what? Why don't we go to the AM radio station? Yes! Yes! Let's equip the squad in some cheap dresses. We're just here to grab stuff. It's a way to make some money. I mean, we're here to make a political statement. Rah, rah, rah. That's what I said. Totally. Don't think anything else happened. Yeah, it might have been a mistake to come here instead of going to the... I was thinking about going to the courthouse, just because it's a great place to build up some juice by smashing a bunch of stuff. And in theory, you're making some kind of great statement about the criminal justice system. And something more important than just that it's split up to two separate and equally important groups. The police who investigate crimes, and the district attorneys who... Yeah, you know, would have been really great if I'd actually remembered that whole monologue, but not monologue, but the whole introduction to that show. Never really watched a whole lot of Law and Order, though. Donk donk. Donkey! Ooh, some AM radio memos. Yeah. Persuasion of 5, and a charisma of 10. You might be good enough to do this, but we would raise everyone's suspicions by doing it. Not gonna do that. Nagada. A Star Wars story. Ruth Ann Ibarra feels something needs to be done. Take this money. You will take a lot of persuading. I don't feel like persuading you that much, but I will continue to talk to you. You will also take a lot of persuading. Well, whatever. Why don't you guys put on some black robes? Then go downtown to the courthouse, because now the AM radio station has high security. Oh, good. I did mean to check as to whether my sleepers in the courthouse were still with us. It didn't mention that they were gone. This door appears to be wired up to an alarm. Try the door anyways? Yes. Tried the door, but it's locked. Pick the lock? Yes. And that leveled up our security again, because we unlocked a real rough door. That door was a rough customer. Everything's okay, we're just looking at evidence. Getting important things and stuff. Yes, sir. Let's smash a case. Okay, people are a little panicked. They heard the glass break. They thought it was Yeah, Google, when did you think that I said, "Hey Google"? Let's smash that case too. They hear the sound of breaking glass and they think that Stone Cold Steve Austin is about to arrive, and that's why everybody got a little panicked. Because, you know, Stone Cold might come in here and start busting heads. You know how Stone Cold does. Yeah, we're not going to try and sway any juries while we're here, but I do think this should be helping out. Yeah, this is definitely helping out with your skills. Soon you will be able to pay all kinds of bills with these. Smash things, smash things, smash things, smash things. We've successfully smashed all the things. Ruth Ann Ibarra is ready to fight for the liberal cause. Come aboard, Ruth Ann Ibarra. You know martial arts. I wish you knew dodge. We need to find a martial artist who knows dodge, so that then we can get dodge. You're interested in learning more? Great. Keep learning more. Keep looking up. Alright, let's take a good look at our new recruit here. Our new recruit, Ruth Ann Ibarra. You have a small amount of persuasion. You don't have any stealth or disguise, but thankfully we're teaching some stealth and some disguise. So as you join the Pierre Scholes Memorial Squad, you can come on out with us. Let's get dressed back up in normal clothes again, because we're going back to the Roots, the original Roots crew at Trudeau Apartments. You're not going to have a chance to learn enough about security yet, are you? Well, we can try. Has that taught you enough about security? And about disguise. Hooray! Feel like something needs to be done. Good. Captured your attention alive. Alright. More endless raiding the Trudeau apartments. Please be cool. You got a kitschy trinket. Oh, that football coach would be nice to talk to. Okay, your disguise has moved up one now, too. Well, Sean. What to say, we got a lot of trouble with the families. But I think that the families will come together. Let's see. I'm not saying you're a worthless character or anything, but you're not really up to the stat snuff that I would ordinarily go for. This doctor has really low agility, but has more of the charisma that I might be looking for. Tell you what. What's your persuasion looking like? You have a persuasion score. You have a persuasion score of 5. Let's see if we can't find another person to put with you. Actually, let me review our sleepers. All of our 5 sleepers are still working for us, which is great. Let me look at... Okay. Almost everybody is under the sort of umbrella of Lori Delaney. I need to see how many people Lori Delaney can have than she has. She has 9 recruits that are reporting to her. She can have a max of 11. So we could put 2 more people under her, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go downtown to the latte stand again, because I want to find some people. I'm not hanging judges. There's a journalist there. We make our own journalists, thank you very much. There's a country boy. Let's see, who's good with dating stuff? Ilona, would you like to attempt to seduce this country boy? Is it hot in here, or is it just you? Not as hot as we'll be tonight, you slut. Ilona and country boy make plans for tonight. Cool. An athlete. Ilona, talk to this athlete about politics. Whatever. You know what, Irene? Why don't you talk to this secretary about politics? Do you want to hear something disturbing? No. I'd like to find a sympathetic black belt. That's what I'd like to do. You know, one who gives you a judo throw and is like, "Ah, oh, jeez, I bet that hurt, didn't it? I'm sorry." Gosh. I realized that judo and... Actually, I don't know. Do you get belts in judo? If you do, are they the same color tiers? I cry the same color tiers whether or not I get knocked on my ass by a black belt in karate or a master of judo. So I noticed there are a lot of amateur magicians. Well, not a lot, but amateur magician is one of the things that you can find in this game. But there are no professional magicians. In this arch-conservative nightmare, the practice of magic is not something that you can do and expect to be compensated. And if you want to, you can say, "Oh, good." But, you know, let's be fair. Let's get someone for Irene to try and talk to. Will you talk to this? Irene, will this sculptor talk to you? Will this retiree talk to you? Wow, when retirees aren't talking to you, boy howdy. Do you want to hear something disturbing? Is it your order? I have 2 scheduled meetings and 1 scheduled date. I would like to get another scheduled meeting with somebody potentially useful. Yes! Lona, talk to the black belt about politics. Do you want to hear something disturbing? What? Earning a piece of cloth is actually stigmatized in this country. You can love freedom and still hate what our government stands for. That is disturbing. What can I do? Come by later tonight. That's what you can do. Brian Simpson is interested in learning more. He has martial arts skill of 8. He doesn't know any dodge. Dang it. He's moderately charismatic and pretty agile. It might still be a good idea to have him on our team, so let's give him some money. I'll keep stringing you along rather than this guy, but I'll break off the meetings with Geza Threepwood. We got a hot date with Russ Geffard. Alright. A vigilante is at the Desert Eagle Bar and Grill. This could be a big old trap. But let's spend $100 to get the ball rolling and see what happens. Aw, things aren't working out. This relationship is over. It's over. Well, didn't my heart just break? Didn't my heart just break? I'll tell you what. Let's see. It's December 21st. Let's go sell the stuff that we've earned here. We will sell something, sell lots of things. I won't sell it, but I'm curious as to what the dice show goes for. Goes for $100. No, I'll keep it. Because, you know, seems interesting and useful. Alright, so we've got some cheap jewelry, all the cheap jewelry, all the fine jewelry, all the kitschy trinkets, all the lab equipment, all them laptops, both of those microphones. We got 2 microphones, we must only have 1 turntable. 13, K10. This is your bingo readout. And again, we got more research papers. Let's sell 2 of those research papers. Another 7 grand added. We're done pawning. Let's leave. Brian Simpson feels something needs to be done. He knows a lot about music. I mean, as much as he possibly can. It's interesting. We'll meet again tomorrow. Now then, I'm gonna have you guys sit tight for a little while until we get that new black belt on. Then maybe we'll see where we go from there. Let's activate you. Well, let's review you guys. What do you all know? What do you need to learn? You have almost a point of dodge, but not quite. I feel like maybe I should just get you to learn dodge at school. Acrobatics, you know. Guys are slowly but surely learning about stealth, which is good. The rest of you, what could you start learning? Irene, you need to learn some persuasion. Ruth Ann, you need to learn more persuasion than you have. So why don't the 2 of you activate you 2 to go solicit donations. Ruth Ann, also solicit donations. Ilona, go learn in the University District. Learn gymnastics. Brian Simpson is ready to fight for the liberal cause. Why don't you join as a full member? You're eager to get started. Come on in. Not for you. What do you know, Brian? Yo, Brian, what do you know? Did you just get back from Kokomo? You have a point of dodge. Well, isn't that something? And you have 8 points of martial arts. I wonder whether I should get you to start teaching so you can teach martial arts. We'll have people that can do some kung fu fighting if they have to. You have a point of seduction. You don't have any persuasion, though. So, you know what? You're going to go learn persuasion the old-fashioned way. solicit donations. And we will do this to wind down the rest of the month. How much have you learned about dodging? You've learned a reasonable amount about dodging, I think. Was 194? Now it's 208. Yeah, you're picking up dodge pretty fast. CCS Rampage. Is that because you're both going to classes and Lori has some dodge skill that you're learning? Yes, it's a double dip of dodge education, but it's fine by me. Everybody needs to learn all the fighting skills that Lori Delaney has, so she can't stop to do it. Alright, New Year's Eve, everybody. Happy New Year! Let's release some research files. We seem to be finding a lot of those. The Liberal Guardian runs a story featuring research papers covering up the accidental creation of a genetic monster. The Liberal Guardian runs a story featuring research papers covering up the accidental creation of the genetic freak Scott Steiner. The major networks and publications take it up and run it for weeks. They run it for the freak of the week. Congress is acting on legislation. Curtail police conduct. Please. Nope. Stop executions. Nope. Well, we made some money. We made money. You are definitely learning dodge fairly quickly, which I am grateful for. You already know stealth kinda well. You guys need to learn stealth. But, which reminds me, let me review assets and form squads in the Pierre Schultz Memorial Squad. Brian Simpson, you're gonna be on the squad once the squad gets up to operating at snuff. Push Me Pull You is not a genetic monster? What are you talking about? You're talking about Freakzilla, the genetic freak? Big Papa Pump, the big bad booty daddy. They created him in a genetic lab. He is a genetic freak. Okay. This is the end of the year 2010, or the start of the year 2010. So this is as good a place as any to stop the stream, because I can't just go forever tonight. I shouldn't go forever any night, but I need to not get too crazy in my sleep schedule. So, actually, let me do one quick check here, because we've been sort of laying low lately. Let's go to the industrial district. Yeah, there's absolutely no heat on us right now, because we're not doing that much. Oh, Push Me Pull You. Push Me Pull You is not... I mean, Dr. Doolittle has nothing to do with Scott Steiner. I don't know why it's even coming up. Big Papa Pump is our hookup, not Dr. Doolittle. So you guys holler if you hear me. Also, we're going to need to get a car again. But we'll do that another time. But until then, though, I'm BoboTheVulture. And, geez, I've been streaming this underneath myself this whole time. I am going to raid you guys. I am going to raid you to Hungry Gloria, who I see Zerfall has already hopped over to. Zerf. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that raid train right now. Actually, let me go ahead and end the local recording. Bye, YouTube.